Alright guys, welcome back for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going to be looking at every single unit that appeared in the Dokkan Now Volume 3. Again, that was last night, and now it's the next day, and we have all the information from the official Dokkan Twitter. But just before we begin, Dokkan just released a tweet saying that some of the information is inaccurate. For example, I think it was Goresh who said that the new Vegito doesn't have the Kamehameha category, and he doesn't have the Battle of Wits category as well, and he doesn't have the Kamehameha link. Again, those are just, I think issues that they accidentally did when, writing out their passives over here on Global, because again, on JP, they are a little different. Some of the typings are different, because I know, like, the Super Saiyan 4 Broly is, like, Tech on JP, but he's STR here on Global. So again, there's just a little bit of things that are just happening, little mistakes that they're doing, but again, they've already addressed it, saying some of the stuff is inaccurate, but I think just in general, I think we can get a solid idea of what these units are going to be like, based off the information we have right now. So first off, we're going to be looking at Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. He's going to be leading a new category called Crossover Category, 3-key, 120% to stats, and then his super attack, Rebellion Hammer, causes immense damage and seals super attack. His passive is 140% attack and defense, plus an additional 40% attack and defense when there are 4 or more crossover category allies on the team. Attacks effective against all types when HP is 80% or more. Performs a critical hit when HP is 90% or more. So already, this Bardock is going to be very, very good. Again, 140% attack and defense is a very nice buff, immediate buff start of turn. And then it's another 40% if you have 4 or more crossover category allies. So if you pull this Bardock is really not going to be his best until you have him on a full crossover category team. Luckily, he leads it, even though it is only 120%. He still leads the crossover category. So again, he's going to be one of those limited units where you have to have him on a specific category in order to really see his true potential. And then at the start of turn 1, he's going to be critting, and then he's going to be super effective against all types. But again, if he falls below under those HP thresholds, he loses both his effective against all types and performs a critical hit. So again, that was Bardock. Overall, Bardock, pretty solid. Not a bad unit by any means, but again, he is a little bit limited to just the crossover category team. Next up is Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. So Super Saiyan 4 Gohan leads the Giant 8 Power, 3-key, and I believe it is 120%. So he is 120% to Giant 8 Power. His super attack causes immense damage and massively lowers, I want to say maybe defense. It could be attack, but again, they cut it off right here, so we can't really see. Okay, so he's got 140% attack and defense. He reduces damage by 40% if there are 4 or more Giant 8 Power category allies on the team. So it does appear that these Dragon Ball Heroes units are going to have the same kind of pattern where they're going to be limited on a specific category team if you really want to see their power really shine. So again, 40% damage reduction plus 140% to defense is going to be very, very good. The only issue is, again, he's going to be limited to the Giant 8 Power category. And then he has a high chance of stunning the attacked enemy when performing a super attack, so that's actually really, really good for Super Battle Road. But again, the only issue is he's going to be limited to Giant 8 Power category units. Alright, this is Demon God Salsa's stats. Just based off this guy alone, I think he's going to be a free-to-play unit, because again, if you look at his leader skill, it's crossover, 3-key, 50% to stats. Not very good. He does look like a free-to-play unit to me. And then on his super attack, he greatly raises defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage, so very, very decent right off the bat. Greatly raising defense is always an amazing ability. And then his passive is 60% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets 15% attack up to 60%, and a chance of evading enemies' attacks, including super attack, plus 10% up to 30% per crossover category ally on the team. So again, he's one of those units. He's going to be limited to the crossover category team. Again, this is going to be a repeating pattern with all of these units. I expect them all to be very limited to either the Giant 8 Power or crossover category, because that's where all the other, Dragon Ball Hero units are going to be at. Alright, so this is Demon God Deborah Zeno. and he leads Dragon Ball Heroes 3 Ki and 130% to stats, so a decent leader skill already. His super attack causes immense damage and high chance of stunning the enemy. We don't know if it's going to be a 2-turn stun or just a 1-turn stun, but again, the fact that he has a high chance to stun is already very, very good. Okay, so he gets 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets an additional 100% attack and defense, and he lowers attacked enemies' attack and defense by 20% for 2 turns when facing one enemy, so that's actually really, really good. When facing one enemy, he has 200% attack and defense, and then he lowers their attack and defense by 20%. That is actually really, really good. And then he gets an additional 100% defense and a high chance of evading enemies' attacks when facing 2 or more enemies. Oh, so he gets only 100% attack and 200% defense and a 50% chance to dodge. It also super attacks if he's facing 2 or more. So this guy's already, to me, a super battle road killer. Because again, the way he's built is, you know, say you kill, you know, one of the enemies, you're still going to have that 200% defense, but you're also not going to have that high chance to evade enemies' attacks, but you're going to be able to lower their attack and defense by 20%. So yeah, this Dabura is a very, very good unit for sure. And what I like about him is that he's actually not being limited. He's just being limited by the amount of enemies that you face. But what I think is really great is that no matter if you're fighting 1, 5, 3, or 2, you're always going to have 200% defense, which is really, really nice. Alright, now we have Demon Goddess Toa. She is Dragon Ball Heroes 3 Ki. I believe she is 120%. No, she's 150%, so she's actually a better leader than Dabura. And then her super attack causes immense damage, lowers attack, and seals super attack. And then her passive, she gets 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. All allies 3 Ki and 30% attack and defense. High chance of an additional 10% attack for all allies. High chance of additional 10% defense for all allies. Extreme class allies attack and defense plus 50%. And recovers 50% HP when HP is 50% or less. So this Goddess Toa, this Demon Goddess Toa, is a very, very great support type unit. Because if you can get those high chances to go off, you're going to be giving 3 Ki and 40% attack and defense to all allies. And then if you're running on a full Extreme Class team, if you have only Extreme Class units, they get an extra 50% attack and defense for a total of 3 Ki and 90% attack and defense if you get all of those limitations off. You know, if you get both the high chances and you're only running an Extreme Class team, they get 90% attack and defense. So a very, very good support type unit. And then she also recovers HP if you fall under HP thresholds. So just looking at this, she is going to be very good in, like, I would say Super Battle Roads. Maybe not Extreme Super Battle Road, but just in Super Battle Road, if you fall under that HP, you know, it's good to have a unit that can kind of, like, you know, insta heal you. Okay, next we have Super Saiyan 4 Broly. Now this is the unit that I said on Global he appears as STR, but in JP he's Tech. But again, they addressed this saying that, you know, there was an issue, so there's nothing to worry about now. Okay, so he leads Giant 8 Power, 3 Ki, and 130% to stats, so decent leader skill. Causes immense damage and greatly lowers defense. That is actually not very good. But if you greatly lowered attack, that would be decent as well. We just can't see it because it's cut off. His passive is 140% attack and defense when performing a super attack, and launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when there is another Giant 8 Power category ally on the team. That is actually very, very solid because, again, at least he's not, you know, being forced to have 4 or more. He just needs 1 more ally, and I don't think that's going to be very hard to pull off because, again, there are a lot of great Super Saiyan 4 units, you know, that we probably already have, like Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, the 4th year anniversary of Lars, maybe Full Power, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the OG STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the OG AGL Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I'm pretty sure people already have those units, but if you don't, you know, the Dragon Ball Heroes banners are, I think, guaranteed featured units. They've always been guaranteed featured. So again, you have a very high chance of being able to pull, you know, maybe this Broly as well as another Super Saiyan 4 unit. Alright, and then the last unit is Xeno Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. And he leads Crossover 3 key, 170% to all stats. Super attack raises defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to enemy. So very, very good. He's raising defense. That's going to be very beneficial to him. And then his passive is 140% attack and defense. So very, very, very solid. God, I need to stop stuttering. Crossover category allies 1 key and 20% attack and defense. Giant 8 power category allies 1 key, 20% attack and defense. And then a high chance of evading enemy super attack and countering with tremendous power. So he's going to be a very, very beefy unit. He's going to be an amazing support type unit. Because again, if you can get both crossover and giant 8 power units on your team, he's going to be giving them 2 key and 40% attack and defense, which is really, really nice. And then he's able to dodge enemy super attacks and countering, which we all know from, you know, the new Gogeta is a very powerful ability, as well as from Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the OG one. It's a very good ability to be able to dodge, you know, super attacks. Of course, it is a high chance like the new Dokkan Fest Gogetas, but, you know, it's better than nothing. And just a last thing before I wrap this up. We got the new VJUP scans, and Topo and Dispo are coming to Dragon Ball Legends. And then for Dokkan, we are going to be getting a Bojack and a Zangia. So make sure to check out, well, not make sure to check out, but make sure to just look out in the future. This is going to give you, I think, a really, really good idea of, you know, how the timeline is going to be going and whether or not you want to save or summon for Bojack. For Legends, I would say, personally for me, I'm probably going to skip these two. Because again, Black Friday is coming, and, you know, they're doing a lot of Tournament of Power stuff recently, so, you know, they could be releasing, you know, some really hype stuff in the end, so, yeah. Anyways, that is going to do it for today's video, and just so that I show you guys once more, again, they released a notice saying certain characters' details shown on the posted images were found to be incorrect, and then they are going to be re-uploading them with the finalized and correct version of these units. Like, for example, I think it was Broly that I showed. He's going to be Tech, because on Global it says that he's SDR, but he's actually going to be Tech, which is going to be really, really good, because, again, we needed that, you know, extreme Tech buff. So, anyways, guys, that is going to do for today's video. Again, all these units are very, very good. They all look to be very impressive units, and I can't wait, you know, to see the banner. I'll probably do another video just based off the banners and the previous banners, whether or not it's really worth it to summon. Because again, I mean, the Dragon Ball Heroes banners makes it really hard since, you know, they're guaranteed featured units, and again, all of these units are going to be featured, and they're all very, very good in their own rights, except for, I think it is Salsa, right? Yeah. Salsa, again, based off his leader skill, appears to be a free-to-play unit, so again, he's not going to be featured on the banner, but all the other units are going to be, so again, they're making it very hard to say not to summon. So anyways, guys, like I said before, that is going to do for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.